Welcome to Interntainment TV. This is our first show. We're all very excited to be here. My name is Allison Huffman. I'm from DC. I actually graduated from Duke Ellington for trombone performance, and I now go to Berklee College of Music for music production and engineering. And I am an intern here at Listen Vision. And
I'm Paige. I'm from semi around here, George Mason University in Fairfax campus. I actually live about an hour and 20 from here, so sort of in the area. I am a music technology major with a focus in recording, and I'm in the music program for violin. And
hey guys, how are you? I'm Skylar. I'm from Washington, D.C. I'm about to turn 21. Yay.
Woo, woo.
I go to Frostburg State University. I'm a mass comm major with a focus in audio recording and a minor in music. And I'm an intern at Listen Vision.
Hey.
Me too.
And you guys can't see me, but we also have a DJ over here. My name's Chris DeLaunt. I'm from Frederick, Maryland, actually. Moved here locally pretty recently. I went to St. John's High School in Frederick, Maryland originally, and then I've actually been to 3 different colleges over the past couple of years. So yeah, been all over. Currently attend Ithaca College, and I'm really excited to be here. I'm also an intern, as you guys probably know already. So we'll get started here, though.
Yeah. So our purpose for the show is we're going to basically give you guys some walkthroughs on what you want to do if you're trying to get into the music industry or want to make beats, sing, record, engineer, produce. We're also going to have special guest artists every week talking about why they want to be musicians and what they do and showing some great music and other kinds of artistry. So we're going to have like different specialties, I guess. So mine would be, production, beat making. I actually made the intro beat to this great radio show. So if you like it, hit me up.
Then you're sure to put a ring on it.
And, Skylar sang on it, so she's going to give you some tips on singing if you want to become a singer and record anything you want to do. We're actually thinking about having a little call-in section, so if you guys have any questions, hit us up. We'd love to answer anything that you guys have. So why did you guys want to intern at Listen Vision?
Okay, I'll start. So, basically, one day my mom was like, I got a surprise for you. And I was like, what is it? So she brought me down here, introduced me to the owner, who's Jeremy Beaver. And she was like, well, you're going to take classes here for, like, audio production and stuff. But turns out I was dumb busy, so I couldn't. So I was really sad. And then I was like, wait, I applied to be an intern last summer. And he was like, I didn't get your email. I said, okay, I'm going to reapply. So then I had a class, and my class assignment was to apply to an internship. It was Intro to Mass Communication. So I applied, and I had to interview him for a class. So then when I came to interview him, he was like, hey, you got the internship. So I was like dumb excited, but like I couldn't like scream and stuff because we were in his office talking. So I was just like, oh, great. He was like, yeah, you got to choose your hours. Like he was just chilling, and I was really freaking out. It was great.
Sounds like Jeremy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What about you, Paige?
When I came in here for my interview, I was so nervous. I dressed up all nice, which I don't usually do.
Same.
And I come in here and, they're all just kind of relaxed. And we're having this interview, and he's just laughing, and I was like, wow, this is wonderful. But no, I actually emailed him one day after one of my friends suggested that I try to intern here, and he answered me the very next day. I was freaking out. I was like, this isn't real. There's no way I actually got an internship right now. So I drove into DC about 2 days after I got the email that I was going to have an interview. And I was late. I was late by at least a half hour or so, and I was just in my car calling my mom like, I'm not going to get this job. There's no way. Like, I'm late, and I'm not even, I don't even have it. I'm doing an interview. But then I get there, and he's like, yeah, it's whatever. I was like, wow. I love this job. This is perfect. Yeah. So I'm not late as much to my actual job, but yeah, it was pretty scary. But they're all chill here, so it's good.
Yeah, and so basically how I got this internship was, my whole family are all musicians. My dad was actually a music engineer, so that's kind of what made me want to do this. I'm actually a business major in college, but music is my passion, so that's kind of what led me to do this. And similarly to all the other interns, I also just emailed Jeremy. I was looking for something to do over the summer, and I thought it'd be a great idea to find some local studio to spend my time and learn as much as I possibly can. And after emailing Jeremy, it was pretty similar. I just came in for an interview, talked to him a good bit, chatted up, and I felt like it was a great fit. And and that's where I kind of led here, and yeah.
One thing that's really great about it, like when you're applying for an internship here, is you only send like a cover letter and a resume. Like everybody else be like, oh, I want transcripts, I want this. And you be like, dang, like it's finals week and I'm trying to apply for this and you want me to do so much.
Yeah, I feel you. And I think the best part is definitely being able to spend like your free time actually learning what you want to, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to spend time on the radio, you spend time on the radio. If you want to spend time in the studio, you spend time in the studio.
It's a good environment too. That, you know,
Yeah.
they let you switch around, like do what you want to do. You get to choose what you learn.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the whole point of an internship, you know? They're not just making you sit around doing paperwork. You actually get to interact. And
Yeah.
And the engineers, they're so great here.
Yes,
like
the engineers
they
here
really
are
let us
shout
do
out.
so much. They be like, hey, you want to come to the studio session? Like I have plenty of them. You can come anytime. Don't even ask. Just walk in.
Yeah.
Sit, take a seat.
And it's really helpful to learn how to interact with clients and also just the business side of it, also recording anything you want to do. I would say 10 out of 10. Definitely should try to go into the business that you want to get into before you are looking for a job, you know? Because experience is way more important than anything else, people.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So let me ask you guys a question. What was your guys' first thoughts when walking in the studio? Like when you came in for an interview, your first time walking in here, what was your first thoughts?
I was like, okay, the stage lights up. That's lit.
Yeah, is that?
I mean, after being greeted by everybody, I was like, okay, I definitely could see myself working here just because I don't really want to work or like learn in an environment that's tense. You know, I want to learn in an environment that's really helpful and where I feel comfortable asking questions and stuff like that. And after talking to everybody, I realized like that's exactly what they want us to do. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I just walked in here and everyone just greets you nicely, and it's just a friendly environment, which is exactly what I like. You know, you're intimidated. You're a college kid, so you come in here and you expect people. Sometimes in the work environment, they look down on you because you're not grown up yet. You're still in college, still learning. But these people, they all include. You know, they don't think that we're just the interns. I feel like we actually are part of.
Mm-hmm.
Part of the team.
Which is nice.
For me, like, since I'm an artist, like, I've been in professional recording studios before, so it was pretty chill. But at the same time, it was, like, nervous because, like, oh, now, like, I have to jump in because, like, I kind of work here. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, I have to, like, dress up professionally. I have to do stuff. And then I started, like, being around people, and I was like, hey, everybody's wearing jeans here. Like, why do I have on slacks every day? And then it just, like, started to chill from there. And then we started to get projects, which is really great. Like,
Yeah, we make videos. We make a lot of videos. We make music videos, flyers. You learn a lot about social media, which is obviously very important in this industry.
I'm sure some of you guys heard us on social media.
Yeah, I'm sure some of y'all seen us.
Talking to you.
But it's really important to learn how to market yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that working here has definitely shown me a better way to market myself, whether it be in person or on social media. So
I'm definitely learning which fonts to use.
yeah. Fonts,
Every time
everybody.
I make a flyer, Jordan's like, no, the font has to change.
Yeah.
And I'm
Absolutely.
just like, what do you want?
Okay. What is your guys' inspiration for like wanting to be artists?
For me personally, I started like being an artist when I was like 3 years old. Like in my mind, like I started singing when I was 3. Like I had like a Barbie boombox that I got for Christmas.
Okay.
And I had like a Aretha Franklin CD. That was the only CD I listened to. And all I listened to was Respect on replay. And then like singing along to that, like it really helped me because like my voice grew because I was singing with such a big singer.
Yeah.
So then after that, like that was just me. Like even when I was like 5, I said I wanted to be a singing, dancing, ballerina nurse, but singing was always in there.
Like the nurse at the end.
Yeah, I was like, I want to help people too.
So after the Barbie boombox, it was history, is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Okay, what about you, Chris?
Well, like I said earlier, my whole family are all musicians. My dad professional violinist. He used to be a music engineer. He did a ton of he used to work with Lenny Kravitz. He used to work with a bunch of people. So he was always on my back, trying to get me to do this. Yeah, so exactly. So that's how I kind of got into it originally. At first, I didn't even really want to do it. I was like, I'm not. At first, I was kind of just like, it's just because my dad really wanted me to do it that I was like, I'm not really interested in this. But as time grew and I got a little older, I realized this is pretty cool, and I started to learn more. I started to figure out some things, and already had a couple connections here and there. So I kind of used that to my advantage, and took some piano lessons here and there, and I just kind of developed the sound, found a love for it a little bit, and yeah, it's kind of how it came about.
The real question is, who doesn't love music?
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true.
Everybody loves
But
music.
there's definitely the difference in the people who love listening and then the people who love actually creating, Who love listening to something that they created or who care about who created it. You know, some people are like, oh, I love his song. I was like, oh, who's that by? I don't know.
Right.
It's interesting to know who it's by, to hear about their backstory, not to just...
Yeah, and what led them, their inspiration to write it.
Exactly.
And that's really what we're going to be talking about a lot. We're definitely going to ask artists, what inspired them, what brought them to this place where they had to write this breakup song, where they had to write this creation story about their life,
Well, and something else about our show is we're going to bring in artists, and of course we mainly musicians, but we're going to bring in all types of artists, and that brings me to why I became an artist. I didn't just choose music at first. I mean, when I was younger, I would listen to Ali and AJ, and I would play my little guitar out of tune. It was terrible, strum something, probably wasn't a chord, sing it. My voice is not made for singing, as you guys could probably tell, so it was rough, but that's what
you might like it smoky.
You never know. You never know. So that's how I got into the music. But I mean, it just grew with middle school. Start playing the violin, got really into that, and then from there I started making my own music. But I've gone through all of the arts, so it took me a while to choose even to stick to music. I mean, but I found that music kind of was the one thing that brought it all together. I was a dancer. I painting, drawing, and pictures, all that stuff, photography, cinematography, and I start college not with a major, and I took all those classes. I took a dance class, I took a photography class, I took an art class, and then I took, I liked them, they were fun, but then I took this music and technology class, and I just was like, yes, I love all of it, I want to keep doing all of it, but that's what I want to work with, so I had to go through everything to find it.
For me, I just wanted to be Beyonce. So when you get on stage,
who doesn't though? Who doesn't?
And she's running the whole show. Somebody messed up Beyonce's lights one time, and Beyonce got on it and was like, "Oh no, you messed up my lights. I want this light on 6. I want that on 27."
Was it the Super Bowl? She got the lights
came
off. She brought the lights down.
Yes, I need to know that. So last summer, I interned at Atlas Performing Arts Center, and I learned I learned theater production. So basically now I can design lights, I can do all types of stuff, and it's just I got all of this from Beyonce because she can control every part of her performance, and I want to be able to do that one day.
We all want to be Beyonce.
Yes,
honestly.
Even me over here, I won't lie.
More of the story, we all want to be Beyonce.
Exactly.
But the way I got into music was when I was very little. Some of the first memories I have was my sister singing to me to help me fall asleep, because I could never ever just put myself to sleep, and so she would sing to me, and then as I got older, I would get my older siblings cars, and they would all play different kinds of music, and I always associated my memories with them, to their music. And then after that, I just wanted to start creating my own music that people can make their own memories too. And after that, after I decided that, started playing an instrument, and it was history. That was it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna produce some dope stuff.
What instruments do you play?
Oh, I should have started with that. I play the trombone and the piano and the marching baritone, which I guess is a little nerdy.
No, it's nerdy.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be right back. I feel like.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last. I just pulled up in the Benz, it was just me and my mans. Fishbowl, no turn, scooping your hoe on her friends. Won't take that bitch to the movies, ain't got no love for the groupies. See back while she do me, she get wetter than jacuzzis. She don't go out like a gray light, she get ran through like a red light. If the head right, then the bread right. Shorty knew I be there every night. Rollin', whip A1 like steak sauce. 0 to 60, I take off. Can't see me losing like Ray Charles. They tell me slow down, I'm going too fast. Young nigga, I just wanna do the dash. I'm so reckless, hope I don't crash. Cause I'm rollin' like the whip stolen. Yeah, all these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last. All these horses in my car got me going fast. I just wanna do the dash, put my pedal to the gas. Going so fast, hope I don't crash. One false move, that could be my last.
All big bank rolls, I got no hoes. I just left my girlfriend, I'm in love with the ghost now. She's full of emotions, and now she's my old bitch. Cause my Rari knows how to ride when it goes down. And my watch on froze, watch it
She
go.
act like a daddy, she really get naughty. Pull up to the party, hop out with my army. Walk in with a Barbie, we getting shit started for real. I break it down like a Kit Kat. When I live in the morning, we'll miss that. My niggas hit my phone like you hit that. I reply with emojis, you get that. Lil' mama, she always beside me. She just get the Snapchat, no IG. I call her my boo, not my wifey. She my sugar, honey, iced tea. Rolling around the city, bitty, sitting pretty. Niggas gotta get it, cause we on a mission. If you see the vision, you will make decisions. I'ma show you what you're missing. I met this joint in Miami. She say she speaking no English. She say she don't understand me, but she don't want me to be single. I met this joint in Miami. She say she speaking no English. She say she don't understand me, but she don't want me to be single. She look up to me like a hero. She always gon' get the dinero. Them commas in front of them zeros. And I got a team like Shapiro. She look up to me like a hero. She always gon' get the dinero. Them commas in front of them zeros. And I got a team like Shapiro. She speaking Spanish and I'm being managed. Watch her while she tanning, I'ma do her damage.
Welcome back to Entertainment TV.
Hope you guys enjoyed the little break me.
Yeah.
As you see, I am back down to my regular height now. I am not a 6-foot blonde. I am a 5 foot.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, I made the beat that you guys heard on the intro and that you heard at the very beginning of that last break. And Skylar here sang on it. And so what we're just going to talk about the beginning steps to making a beat. First off, you need to have a DAW, which is a digital audio workstation. It's like GarageBand, Logic, Pro Tools, any of those. And you should have a MIDI keyboard, but if you don't, you can use your musical typing.
It makes it easier.
Yeah, it makes it easier for sure. But so basically how I started, I write most of my beats on Logic, and you gotta basically set up like your arrangement in your head. At least you're gonna know how many instruments you're gonna have. You need your kicks, your snares, your basses, any kind of melodic instrument, piano or synth. And so what I do is I just figure out like something that grooves nicely, something that I like, and then I add my parts accordingly. And then break it down into sections like a intro, verse, chorus. I know some people say hook instead of chorus, whatever. But break it down into how lengthwise, how long it's going to be. And then after you're done making your parts, we'll obviously go into all of this in later weeks a little bit more in depth. But after you make your parts and you're lengthwise, you're going to get into mixing. I personally like to bounce my stuff from Logic into Pro Tools to mix, just because here at the studio we get the great perks of being able to use all their plugins and stuff. So you get different effects different effects you might like. You can use the board to mix, stuff like that. And then after I did that, I had it on my computer for a couple weeks, and then Skylar came over and said we needed a intro song, and she liked it, and we went from there. So how did you decide on how to write the lyrics? Like, how do you write your lyrics? Because I've always wondered that. I am not lyrically inclined. So
I can occasionally write something, but
I'm working on it though. Okay, I'm working on it. But I'm wondering, how do you come up with your lyrics? Do you go more like storytelling? Do you go more for like the wow effect, or like what?
I'll find like a phrase and attempt to go off of that, but I don't get too far.
Okay, so let me think. So basically, when I wrote it, I was just walking home from internship, and I was like, hey, we need a theme song. It has to be catchy, and it has to like incorporate what we're gonna be talking about. So basically, I can't even say, normally when I write songs with a beat, I hum it along with the beat, and I come up with a melody. But since I couldn't do that this time, since I didn't have the beat yet, I was just like singing random melodies, and then like the words just like started flowing. And then once I started like writing it down, once I got home and stuff, it was just like, okay, great. But also, if you don't have a pen and a piece of paper and you're just on the train or something, voice notes is your best friend. That's really what I use.
Okay.
I really just like get on my phone, put my headphones in, and just start recording myself singing. So that way I won't lose that melody or those words for next time. Because you never know. Even if you have like the smallest little burb, you can move that and put it in a different song. Like you never know what's going to end up being useful. And then like once I heard the beat, like I was just like singing along the melody that I wrote already. And once I heard the beat and it got to that little like hook part, I was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
It's going to sound great. And
So do you think that you use like outside inspiration to help you write music? Like do you see somebody walking down the street and you're like, oh my God, I can totally write a song about this guy with his red shirt?
Yeah, definitely. So one day I was like walking home. I swear I write everything walking home.
It's your thing. You write while walking.
It's a whole mile to my house from the station, guys.
Gotta do something.
Okay.
So like my mind is just going the whole time. So one day, like this old lady, like she was in a car and she waved at me and was like, "Hey, how are you, baby?" Like it was so cute. So then I just wrote like a whole verse about just like the old lady and like what she's probably done today and stuff like that. So I definitely like incorporate the background of what's going on in my life with my music. But I definitely just try to have a message. I think a lot of music today doesn't have like the solid message that you want.
Okay.
And it's just like they're just like saying anything now, like, and they're just throwing ad libs in, and you're like, what are you talking about? Like, what is this about? What am I gonna learn from this song? So I try to do that in everything I write. I try to like bring something real to it and make it relevant to other people.
I feel like that's hard sometimes, trying to make a song relevant. Occasionally, I'll try to do that, and then sometimes you just end up feeling tacky, I guess. Like at least I
like
do.
a little cornball.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to make it be so meaningful, and then it kind of turns into just random.
Sometimes being corny is rude because
okay.
when you're going through something like. That
No,
person,
I feel you.
The next person feels corny too. It's always somebody that's going to relate to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I learned this from Trump. There's always someone that's going to relate to you.
You learned something from Trump.
Wow.
That was the only thing.
Okay, so I feel you. But do you think that I feel like there's a level though. You don't want to be too corny. You want to still be relatable, but you want to know what? Sometimes those real corny lines are the ones that make you cry when you're feeling it.
I was gonna say something
what I'm
I was
saying?
learning is you can use cliches in songs. And it can either sound, like a cliche, or it can sound good. It can go in, like even our intro here, it's music to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little cliche, but it works with it, you
Yeah.
know? And I've heard in some other good popular songs, sometimes you hear it and you're like, oh, why did they add that? And other times it's like, why do I like that so much there, you know?
Yeah.
So
Why is it so catchy?
it's relatable.
Okay, well, speaking of popular music, any good new albums out? Any good, bad, new albums out? Bad, good?
I'm going with Kendrick Lamar's new album.
Okay.
That's probably my favorite album right now.
Okay, what do you like about it so much?
I'd say the production behind it is just, it's different than a lot of the production that's been going on around lately. And like Skylar said, there's actually meaning behind it, you know?
Yeah.
Like she said, a lot of these rappers today are just kind of like, they're mumble rappers, as one may say. They're, there's no really message behind it. They're just saying catchy stuff and putting autotune on it, which is fine. They're making their money, they're doing their thing. But what I like about Kendrick's new album is that there's a message behind it, and you can learn something from it almost. And there's there's a story behind it, and it can teach you a lot. And yeah.
Well, something to that fact that I think an album that was trying to teach, but it just didn't work out.
Oh,
if
God.
you guys would listen to the new Katy Perry
Yeah, I
album,
knew she was going to say that, you guys. I knew
she
was gonna
definitely-
say
Sitting
it.
here talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to be a good conversation. Go ahead.
she, from what I was reading about too, what they called it was that she was trying to make relevant pop. Now, when I heard that, my idea was she already made pop that had good messages to it. I mean, yeah, they were kind of like, you know, your little dancing to it, like catchy, kind of poppy old, like cliche stuff, but it worked.
Yeah.
You know? People like this new stuff it's different. What really bothers me with it, I think, is that they affected her voice so much. And I think she has a beautiful voice, but you know, whenever they added all these weird effects and she went into different ranges, and I know it's good to try new things, but I just, you know.
I think like her most relevant part, like from the beginning, when she said, "Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start
We're
again?"
throwing this back.
Totally.
That was relevant pop.
Yeah.
That was, but you want to
It's
know
like that
what- that's
cliche
her-
sounding.
Degrees
that's her
outside. I
angle,
feel
though.
like that.
You guys got to realize that's her angle, though. You know, her
Well-
angle is that poppy kind of, you know, very
Well,
emotional
she was trying
kind
to change
of.
that though. She thought that she had to be more relevant.
But I don't think that she needed to, though.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
that she
saying.
was
I
just
feel
the
like
right
she's
amount of
trying
relevant.
too hard to be
Yeah.
herself.
I feel
Just
you.
be yourself.
What do you guys think about her new haircut? I like it.
I think she
I
became
like it.
Miley Cyrus.
Do whatever you want to do with
They
it.
Wow.
just switched roles. Like,
Okay. Okay.
Miley
Well,
went back to normal and she became Miley. Like,
okay.
I'm digging her hair though.
I
it's
did.
mean,
I saw
it's
her
cute.
video
something
production
new.
was nice.
I'm all about that
Her-
bleached hair look. I mean,
Yep, okay.
I got
Okay,
it.
Paige. I mean, I liked it. I thought the video production was good. Some of the songs I will give you though were quite corny for my taste. But there were some bangers. I could see a couple hits coming out of her. You know, I could see her doing it again, throwing it back to the plastic bag days.
Well, the one thing that I appreciate is that she's trying to evolve, and I think that's always a good thing. But you know, sometimes you go through bad patches, but you gotta evolve as an artist. If you keep stale, you know, you're not gonna get anywhere. So it's one thing I can respect from it.
Okay.
I think an album for me is SZA's Control.
Oh,
I'm loving
That's a
it
great
right
album.
now.
yes.
I'll agree with you on that.
10 out
That
of
is my
10.
everyday
How do you pronounce
shower.
her name? How do you pronounce her name?
I think it's SZA.
I
Yeah.
always thought it was Caesar, like Caesar, but I mean, same thing. Same
Yeah.
thing.
Potato,
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah, exactly.
Is The Weeknd is off that, right? That song, The Weeknd? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great song. You guys should
The
check it out.
Weekend, you have to
It's-
hear it.
it's
so
amazing.
real.
Absolutely.
That's
It's
That one's the
amazing.
one with Travis Scott. I don't know what that one's called, but that one's good too.
Yeah. Oh, Love Galore?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
Love
a good
Galore
one,
is good too. It's
Absolutely.
amazing. Her
Yeah.
voice, she's really coming up, you guys. I'm
Yeah.
telling you
Definitely.
here on Entertainment TV, she's really coming up next because it was amazing, very relatable, but not cliche.
Yeah.
Which brings it back to this very relatable, but not cliche. You can tell that those are her own personal experiences that are relevant to her, but then you can associate it to something else in your life,
So
and it's just
speaking
great.
of great new artists that are coming out, did you guys see XXL's Freshman 2017?
I did.
And I was looking at it and I was like, there was literally one girl and all guys.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
love that it was like all black guys, like, okay, great. But still, it was just like, where are all the females? Like,
Yeah.
SZA's a great example. of
yes,
somebody
No
that should
Name
be on-
Gypsy coming up too.
Exactly.
No Name coming
It's
up
a lot of
pretty
female
heavily.
artists that are out here. And I was like, that's ridiculous. Like, we
Yeah.
are in such a male-dominated, like,
Field.
genre.
Yeah.
So it's just like we
Yeah.
as women, like, we feel underheard.
Yeah. Sorry
we're
to push you
definitely
out here,
working on
Chris,
it.
but I
was gonna say, what
I
can
feel
you
you.
say?
Not
I agree. There was
Chris.
only one. Yeah. I mean,
It's okay. We're working on it.
Exactly.
Well, that's what's
exactly.
amazing about this right now. You know, we have our 3 girl interns here at
Yeah.
our recording
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah, in
It's,
a recording studio. That is
In
pretty
our
cool.
recording
Yeah.
studio, it's pretty
Yeah.
different. So I feel pretty excited about that. I mean, I know that it's. I'd like for women to move up in the music world too,
For
and,
sure.
you know, get more jobs. But I think it's really cool to be a part of that
Yeah.
generation that is trying to do that. So I think it's fun. It's like challenge, you know.
But ladies, you have to realize there are pros and cons to being
Yes.
in the music industry. We're also like learning about that in internship. Like we learn a lot of life skills. It's not
Yes.
just we're in the studio all day, we do this. Because at the same time, like while we're like engineers and we do production and we do things like that, it's also like wearing a dress can cause someone to be disrespectful. Like
Yes.
and it's just like there's a lot of cons when it comes to it.
There's the bell.
You
Yes.
use the
We were
bell.
waiting for it. We were waiting
Yeah,
for it.
Wow.
just the perfect moment. She
Yeah.
made a great point, though. But this is the thing: it's not about whether.
What you wear.
Yeah, it's not about what you wear or anything. It's about the work that you do. So I would just
The
say
way you
you just
carry
got to
yourself.
know that. You just got to know that your work is going to be better than anybody else's, and you got to be able to rep that. Like that's the only thing you got to do.
Absolutely.
You know. And so I would say, don't let anybody stop
Take
you
your
from pursuing
kindness
your
from-
dreams. Yeah. Well, both of those things.
Speaking of cliche,
But really though, don't
Yeah.
let anybody take your kindness
Yeah.
from weakness at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's like you could be really friendly with people and they're taking it a completely different way.
Yes.
And it's just like I'm just a friendly person. What you're taking it as I have a crush on you or something. And it's not that, sir. It's not.
sir.
I promise.
So, what is your guys' goals? Like, what do you guys want? What are your guys' like dreams when we're out of college?
oh, work
a
with
great
something.
question.
in
Was that
music.
was that heavy,
That
guys?
was a stump. That was a stump.
That was more
All right,
of a. Ooh,
Chris,
I
Chris,
hope
are you
I
ready?
Get something.
I mean,
Come on.
honestly, at this point, I have some goals. Like, obviously, I'd love to work with some great artists in the future. Like, I'd love to make this into a career as a goal. But I mean, I'm the type of person where I have no idea where I'll be in 5 years. I'm the type of person who does something new every year, every day. Honestly, I'm the type of person where I wake up and I'm like, what am I gonna do today? What things change for me all the time. So
Where you like that lifestyle? You,
absolutely, I
yeah.
love it. That's just who I am, and that's
innovation.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I
So
like
have
the
no
idea of that
It's a
lifestyle.
hard
Yeah.
question to answer for me.
Just see what happens. Go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly, and
Okay.
just try to make the
All
best
right.
move every time. You know.
All right. What about you, Skylar?
I'm the complete opposite.
I can tell you probably have a detailed list of what you're gonna
Yeah.
do. Okay.
No.
You're the
Yeah,
detail
she
oriented
did
one.
make the whole plan for this.
Yeah, she did. She
so that
played
makes
everything,
sense.
you
That
guys,
makes
so.
sense.
So, when I came to interview Jeremy the first time I came here, actually, like, everybody else did an intern interview, but I interviewed him. So
Okay.
it was just really different because I had a paper that I had to write, and it was basically about, like, our life goals. So, like, since I was, like, 13, I knew I wanted to own a studio, a label, and a recording studio.
Wow.
And I
Oh,
want them
wow.
all to be in
Wow.
one building.
Okay.
So when I came to talk to Jeremy about that, he was like, so you want to own Listen Vision? And I was like, oh, well, I didn't think of it like that. But actually, yeah. I mean, eventually, you never know.
Skylar taking over.
Right? So it was really like, this is really like a really great internship for me to have. Like, this is really like my dream internship because you guys do everything that I need to do in my life in order to, like, figure out how I'm going to create something like this. And it's crazy because, like, I've lived in D.C. my whole life, and this has always been here.
Yeah. For
So
sure.
it's just like now that I'm becoming a college student, I'm starting to become more aware of other people and other businesses and things like that. It's just like now I have a center, like I have a base, and I know like where I can grow from here. And I feel like one thing I learned from Jeremy that was really like amazing to me when I did the interview was he was like, I didn't have any funders. I didn't start from anywhere. Like basically, like I lived here for 8 weeks and I just made it happen. And I put money into the customers and into advertising and stuff like that instead of the other businesses who put money into building the best equipment day one but have shut down and just have all this equipment but no customers.
Okay.
Good point.
Yeah.
The value of customers.
So do you think,
Absolutely, the
Skylar, do you think
marketing
you're
aspect.
business centered then? Are you a little bit more business centered? Like you really are trying to own your own business and stuff like that? Or
I really want to own my own business, but at the same time, it's like I'm still learning, I'm still growing because I'm all over the place. That's just me. Because
No, yeah, me
like
too.
being an artist is just like I want to know every part of the business.
yeah.
It's
So
like
that's
overwhelming to be an artist sometimes because you just want to
Yeah.
know everything.
Yeah.
so it's just like basically I want to learn everything there is to know. Like I want to know every job there is at Listen Vision and how like I can do all of them. Like I want to be able to turn the lights on. I want to be able to run the broadcast system. I want to be a producer. Like I want to know all of it. So that way when I finally do decide, okay, now it's time for me to just be an artist, then I can be like, well, this is wrong. I want this changed. I want to punch in it here. Like, I just want to know the terminology. I want to be familiar with what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to, like, one day me owning this and me being in Jeremy's position, I want to be able to help people like us grow and be able to have that center and that base of what they want to do and be able to grow from there.
Okay. Wow, that was really touching. I'm sincerely inspired by you, Skylar, and I work with you 3 days a week. Okay. So, Paige, what about you? Come on.
Oh gosh. Well, I don't know, there's just a lot of things you can do with music technology, which is why I love it too. I mean, I definitely have my like hopes for, my highest hope would be I would love to do music in films. I love cinematography. I think the music and cinematography just kind of makes the whole story go together. It can make you cry, it can make you jump, it can, whatever. So that would be my number one thing to do. But I mean, I love everything else about it too. That's what I like about music technology. I can come into a studio like this. I can work in the studio and be an engineer, producer, even work with radio now that I'm learning about it.
Hey.
And anything with sound, really. I just love sound. I just want to work with sound. I don't know. I'm happy having any job with music in it, and I just want to try out a bunch of things until I see what I like, basically.
Okay. All right. I respect that. Yeah. You want to try a little bit of everything?
Kind of in a, yeah.
Okay. So, you ready for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it
Well,
is, right?
I've always, loved being a musician, and I thought for a long time, like, I was going to be a great jazz trombone player and just make money and travel the world. But then,
But then life hit.
then I grew up a little bit, and I was like, okay, what am I actually going to do? Yeah. So after these past couple of weeks working in the studio with Jean-Louis and Danny, and the chef. I almost forgot about the chef. I really just learned that this is definitely what I want to do. I love talking to people. I love creating their vision and being able to see the excitement that exudes from them after their music is done. And, I'm also kind of nerdy, so I like to see like all the little tricks you can do to add harmonies or whatever. So I just really want to be a producer and help people's visions come to life, make beats, write music, see what happens.
So in 10 years, where do you see yourself? 10 years on the dot.
10 years? Oh,
Yeah.
A hard question.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So so when I'm 30. Oh
Yeah.
God. Well,
31.
I hope that I will, be working at a big studio. Have my name really out there. Have people know who I am, not just for the intro beat of our show. And I really want to, have a family and just travel, I guess. But be a producer.
Right,
Main point.
right,
Main
right,
point.
right,
Record
right.
people.
Be a
and
producer
their
while
visions.
maybe traveling on the side a
exactly,
little bit.
yeah. I'm going to experience different cultures, music.
Right.
It's really a learning curve.
But really, Allison, you make great beats. So why not just sell your beats and go travel with the money you make?
I mean, I could do that, but it's the human interaction that gets me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the people coming into the studio and saying, I got this, I have this project, and I need you to help me make it what I envision it to be.
Definitely.
That's where I feel the most gratification. Helping somebody, making that connection, and having something out there that we both really put a lot of ourselves into.
The collaboration part of it makes it a lot more fun too.
Yeah, exactly. Like when somebody comes in here and you guys are just starting and it's a little awkward, and then by the end you guys are like homies. You guys know each other, and like you made something dope. Like
everybody becomes your homie.
yeah, exactly. You see them walking down the street and they say hi to you, and it's like you've been known each other, but you guys just had a 2-hour studio session.
See, guys, you don't need to be a nurse to help people.
Yeah. Main point of the
That was
show.
always my idea. Music helps people too. I mean, I always thought it helped me, so.
All right, so we're gonna go to one more quick break. Thanks for tuning in, you guys. We're really happy to be here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I stack up a check and I fuck it up. Yeah, I stack up a check and I fuck it up. I stack up a check and I fuck it up. I stack up a check and I fuck it up. I stack up a check and I fuck it up. Look, I stack up a check and I fuck it up. My young niggas kill just to run it up. I stack up a check and I fuck it up. My young niggas kill just to run it up. We are the niggas for real. 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 I stack up a check just to fuck it up. I stack up a check just to fuck it up. I stack up a check just to fuck it up. My young niggas niggas kill just to fuck it up. We all niggas for real. We all them niggas for real. We all them niggas for real. We all them niggas for real. I stack up a check just to fuck it up. I see niggas peeping, we coming up. No one in front of us, I just see runner-ups. What the fuck, I just keep rolling blunts. I just been robbing for days, cause minimum wage can't pay for my habits. Don't got no time for no fuck shit. Y'all niggas must not have money to manage. Sorry, I'm stuck in my ways. If you look at my bitch, that's a slap in the face. Oh no, and niggas be talking all day, but they ain't got nothing to say. I just keep making it rain. Young nigga gotta get paid. My young niggas kill just to run it up, but I ain't gon' never say names. I know I made mistakes, please don't throw that shit in my face. Call me a bitch for real. That's why I said kill or be killed. I'm tryna get rich for real. Way too much knowledge to die in the field. Just know that I ride in the field. Hey, long as my family live. I stack up a check, then I fuck it up. My young niggas kill just to run it up. I stack up a check, then I fuck it up. My young niggas kill just to run it up. We all the niggas for real. 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 I stack up a check just to fuck it up. I stack up a check just to fuck it up. I stack up a check just to fuck it up. My young niggas kill just to fuck it up. We all them niggas for real. 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 Stack up a check just to fuck it up. Y'all niggas loving up. 5 in the morning, we coming up. Probably stay in the trap, it's like switch it up. I got a new one now. Probably why these bitches choosing now. Wonder who they be confused about. Autopilot got a cooling now. Whip it like a nigga. Got no license, I ain't even fighting it. Off the beam, can't tell what night it is. Booming all in one night, just give me that one night. I can show you what life this is. I can show you what life this is. Yeah. Made a quick meal off Pro Tools. Ex-bitch say that I'm a cold dude. Rich nigga never had tofu. Make it fire through the hands like Goku.
The next song you'll be hearing is one of my selections. It's called Subliminal Reaction. Check it out. My name's Skylar. Enjoy.
There are 26 letters that make millions of words of the English language. But I can't even say, I can't figure out what to say when you look in my eyes. If you were mine, I could say things like, it's late at night and I'm feeling fine. I just called to say that you were on my mind. I just wanna be near you, breathing your air. I just wanted to talk. I imagine you saying things like, I miss you, and I love you, and I wonder if you were feeling the same. 'Cause I'm nervous and I'm hurting. How do you feel? There are 26 letters that make millions of words of the English language, but I can't even say, I can't figure out what to say when you look in my eyes.
Talk to God, told me Saya work harder with it. I think he raised the bar just to see if my heart was in it. Got me pacing and tripping like how to start the sentence. My mind is racing and lady, you've got me on a mission. Feeling the feeling, I feel in my soul, and I can't let it go. I thought I'd let you know. Subliminal reaction to everything that has happened. I'm plotting and yeah, I'm planning for you to notice this passion.
All right, welcome back. We are almost finished here. We
This has been a great first show.
Yeah, this has been a great first show, you guys. We were all pretty nervous, but we made us feel welcome from behind the camera.
We made it.
So basically, we just wanted to give a little recap of what we're going to do next week. Our show is, a weekly musical workshop to explain how anybody could get into the music industry. If you want to make beats, sing, record, anything like of that nature. We're going to have, a little segment where you could potentially call in, ask us questions. And we're going to have different artists come on every week.
We're going to get some performances on here for you.
Yeah, we're going to get some performances. We're going to have people talk about why they want to be artists. We're going to have music videos, stuff like that, and have them talk about, like, their creations, basically.
Page will also pop up anonymously. I say anonymous. Paige will also pop up as Vanna White and have a wheel, and we'll give away Listen Vision stuff.
Yeah,
Yes,
so definitely,
exactly.
Studio time. You better check
keep
it out.
listening to us, and so you can win some
Things.
free something from the studio. Free things are always good, no
We
matter
even
what
have,
they
like,
are.
a nice wheel that you can turn.
But you guys are gonna have to watch to see the wheel.
Yeah,
That's the
and
thing.
you gotta
That's the
call
catch.
in.
You gotta call in. You gotta watch. You gotta love our show. So we're basically just gonna play a promotional video that Skylar made for one of our great producers here. His name is Dank. We call him Danny. He's
Danny Dank.
He helps us all individually. You know, I sit in on his sessions, and he teaches me how to make stuff. So, anywho.
We'll play that in a bit.
Yeah, we're going to play it in a minute. And what do you guys think? Is there anything else I'm missing?
Well, this is just our introduction.
Yeah.
So sorry we were sitting here and chatting away at you the whole time.
We just wanted to, let you guys, as our featured artists, we are the featured artists for this week, so you guys get to know us, be comfortable with us until we actually bring in more people. So now you know our background, anything. If you want to ask us about our schools, you can ask us about that, music production, singing. You can ask Paige about gymnastics.
If you kids who want to take gymnastics lessons.
So that way people can contact us and ask questions and stuff.
Yeah.
And
we'll have that for you next time.
Also, any DJing. I know there's a lot of DJs out there. So if you want to ask Chris any DJing stuff. We also have one more intern, John. He's going to be on and off the show every once in a while.
Shout out, John.
Shout out, John, if you're
Shout out
watching.
to John.
So that's another thing.
He'll be
We
our
just have
special
one-
guest.
Yeah, we have one more guy. He's going to be coming on and off the show every once in a while. So that's about it. We're about to play this promotional video. Thanks for watching us this week. I'm Allison.
I'm Skylar.
I'm Paige.
I'm Chris.
We're out.
But we're not really, because we have... Are we out, though?
Sometimes I don't know if you're telling the truth. Every time you get mad,
Hey, where my light?